Hi, Christy here. Just wanted to make a video about politics and fear and Jin Shin, how we can use it to help ourselves. Jin Shin Jyutsu is an ancient healing art similar to acupuncture, using gentle touch instead of needles. Yesterday I went to a Sunday course, they call it. I didn't know what the subject would be, what the topic would be, but it turned out to be, what do they call it? Cultivating Equanimity and Peace in Challenging Times, which was a very interesting thing because it was yesterday morning, about 2 hours, yesterday was Sunday for me, about 2 hours before President Biden here in the US announced that he was withdrawing from the presidential race. So interesting timing that this would be presented. And a lot of it was about sort of being with yourself when things are challenging politically or, things are uncertain. And there was so much about how suffering is optional, how so much of this is things we do to ourselves. And he suggested some really great tips. His name is Hugh Byrne, by the way, B-Y-R-N-E. He wrote the book, The Habit Swap. That's how I first found him. And there are sessions that he gives once a month on this mindfulness thing. Anyway, he gave 3 tips, which I think were really helpful for suggestions. The first one was to surround yourself with wise and discerning friends. It's really easy to get caught up in other people's angst when we aren't centered ourselves, when we don't feel unshakable, when we ourselves feel shaky. And so being around people that are calmer, collected, doing all right in life, it's always helpful. It's always supportive. And in the embodied energy work I do, we have these things where we separate our energy from other people's, which is, my alarm's going off, which is something that would be helpful as well, but I'm not going to go into that today. The next thing was AAA, anxiety. Action absorbs anxiety, was how he phrased it. Meaning, if we're anxious, particularly like in a political thing, what actions can we take? We could donate money, we could donate time, we could write letters, we could, do things as a group and community. I don't know. Just think about it, though. There are ways that we can feel like, I'm not just sitting here waiting for some outcome. I'm influencing the outcome. I'm making a difference. Maybe you haven't registered to vote and you need to go do that. Just doing things that help you feel like you're not just at the mercy of life kind of things. And the last one was be discerning about the quantity and quality of media that you consume. I think on both sides of the political fence, if you're thinking about the US currently, fear is a lot of what drives what's written, because fear sort of compels us. And we think, if I learn more, maybe I'll feel better. Let me read more, until we can just get our nervous systems all charged up and oh my gosh, we all want to feel safe. We all want to feel at peace. We all want to feel at ease. We have that in common, whether it's coming from one perspective or the other. So let me just share a few Jin Shin Jyutsu things that are harmonizing for fear, just to see if that can help you as well. The index finger is the finger that harmonizes fear in Jin Shin Jyutsu. Again, you can always wrap your other hand around the finger or make a circle with your thumb over the fingernail. Safety Energy Lock 23. It's at the base of the ribs and the back. It is the one Jin Shin Jyutsu safety energy lock. We want all these safety energy locks to be open so energy's flowing. It's the one safety energy lock associated with fear. The bladder self-help. The bladder organ function energy helps us with fear. You put one hand on the opposite side of the neck and the other hand on your sit bone on the same side. And then you can do it the other way. One hand on the back of the neck and on your sit bone on the opposite side. Then we have the kidney organ function. This also harmonizes fear. With the kidney, you place one hand on the pubic bone. Don't know if I can do this here. One hand on the pubic bone and the other hand goes on the opposite little toe, holding it side to side, which I can't show very well here. But you reach across and hold that little toe on the sides. Those 3 Jin Shin self-helps, can help harmonize fear, bring it down to a manageable level, and help you cope with what's going on. I hope you find these helpful. If you try any of these Jin Shin Jyutsu self-helps, I'd love to hear how it goes for you. Please say something in the comments below, and I'm sending my best wishes to you during these challenging times. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, please go be brilliant.